It's pretty fucking close. I definitely feed it enough.
So are we gonna make Jacob? Oh, what the hell? My character's not in.
He gone. Jacob's not coming for like 20 minutes,
Yeah, he said like 15, 20 minutes, so...
and that was like 5 minutes ago. So
That's his fault. His fault for fucking working on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's
was
definitely
covering for
his
somebody.
It's definitely his
Come on,
fault.
Jake.
'cause
definitely his
he
fault. Someone
did
comes
it.
down with a Rona and saddles him with the shift. Fuck you, Jacob.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, sorry,
Keep
Jacob.
TJ Maxx in order.
Yeah, it's like
Jeez.
sorry, I have a family event. I can't work.
I'm a family.
Uh,
man.
What's worse is I think the coworker was supposed to cover for him over the weekend or something, and then they were like, "Nope, can't. I'm sick," and so then he had to end up working anyways, and then had to cover their shift.
I mean, it's TJ Maxx. What are they gonna do? Go out of business?
Burp.
Probably eventually, yeah.
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure you, the Amazon guy, can tell you that.
I'm not really.
I mean, I think
I
think
don't
all of us
deal
can
on the
say that.
FC side. I'm on the cloud services
Yeah.
side.
He's on the first place
Well,
that Amazon
you still-
goes to when they get
You own
broken up.
you own the
as
internet.
big.
Your division owns the internet, owns the World Wide Web.
In a lot of
Love
ways,
it.
yeah.
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you know Bill Gates? Come on.
AWS.
Like best friends. I actually run a second game with him.
Oh.
Yeah, because he invented the internet.
He did.
No, no. Al Gore invented the internet.
Good old
The
Billy
locket
Gates.
box.
Am I muted? No, I'm not
God.
muted.
No, we can still
I
hear
was
you.
not-
just listening to you.
No, we're just not listening to you.
I wasn't
I
talking.
did not. I
You
didn't
were-
vote for
we
Al
heard
Gore
you
that
talking.
year just because of that reason. It's like, yeah, that's a.
I just pressed my mute button on
So
my
it's
microphone.
your fault,
and it
Matt.
didn't work.
It. What? Oh no! The George Bush got a second term in office, or was it the first term? No, it was
His
his first
first.
term.
No, yeah, first
It was-
term.
it was
Second
my
term was
fault.
Kerry.
All those baby Iraqi children, my fault.
Oh my god.
George Bush didn't kill any Iraqis.
9/11?
Dude, I wasn't. I didn't
9/11?
go there.
9/11 also my fault.
You had. I was giving
My
you
bad.
an out. Like I kept talking
Rolling a
over you.
nat one, also my
Alright.
fault.
Also, I'm just going to
The man
accept
of
that the
trouble.
fact that you chose to use 9/11 as an example 3 times because I tried to not let you finish the phrase multiple times. I'm just
Perfect.
going to let you talk.
Yeah, also rolled a 1.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about it.
Really.
Anything
Yeah, I don't
other
need
than
to
a
roll.
1, I was good.
You still got
I
to
will
roll
not-
because there could be a tie.
No, I got a 4,
will
so
not-
I'm good.
Oh no, you're set. Yeah,
Ooh,
I will
I'm
not do anything
very
until I change
good.
the color of my die.
that's true. It's Poop Brown, and you deserve that.
I'm more than
Well,
more
Brown
than
was
good.
Working last time.
Did mine not show up?
It did not.
Nope,
It's
it
a
did not.
dot.
Hmm.
Go fish.
I don't know if you
Weird.
rolled it. There you go. Ooh,
Wow.
Great rolls.
Yeah.
let's get all that shit out.
18
Get all that
bucks,
shit.
which is
Wasn't for that third
sad,
that
but
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
glad
That's
that
one.
It's not that color.
Cyril's making jokes and shit over here.
Go roll 6. All right, so you got Poop Brown, and then
Thick
like
yellow.
Gold.
Just-
Dehydrated yellow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm not.
Although
I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not
so
saying anything. All right, this is acceptable.
I am partial to that
Bright
blue though.
pink.
That was a pretty blue. I have to admit.
It was a pretty blue one. is what
Yeah,
It
you
was
you
a
can
pretty
have it,
blue
apparently.
one. I'm sticking with my blackies.
So this thing is a pretty one.
Oh my
no
God.
matter
You
what
guys are
color
yelling
it
at me about my comments. And
That was terrible. That was probably the worst comment of all the comments we
and that's
currently
stream.
have.
That's on stream.
I can't call my my
it is.
my
is. I
die.
think that he'll edit
Black.
that one out.
No, I don't actually edit these. I just post them, man. We are live, so that is
Live to no one.
Yeah, you're
Should I
correct.
use a voice modulator? That's not important.
Until I run for public office.
Oh, man.
we good? Yeah, until Ben runs for public office, then it's coming back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, I don't.
Alright.
I don't think it would.
I'll be speaking like this for the rest of the evening.
That sounds like one of
Okay.
those Snapchat
Rocks.
filter ones.
It's Brox.
Is that
Right?
Sprox?
Don't take my head, you fuckers.
Sorry, Sprox. For the greater good. You don't
Alright.
need that shit.
To the individual who's already burned through 3 sets of virtual dice tonight. Please tell us what happened last time.
Last time, what had happened was
What happened?
As the Salty 6 turns.
I know that we talked to See, we had talked to some shady bar guy that shares the same tattoo as me, in order to get some broomstone. And I believe it was him that said that he would trade with us after he figured out that we were in business with Sprox, which I guess we weren't supposed to like let him know that. And we also failed to
We're
mention that we
supposed
were
to
part
know.
of a flying circus, but I guess it's too late for that now. Uh, my dice are doo doo brown again. I will not go on until this is fixed.
Chest.
Mixing up two people, by the
Test.
way. Just FYI.
Okay. Which ones was I mixing up?
You mixed up Dr. Dranzel and shit, I'm forgetting his name now. Um.
I can talk like this.
Oh, Poppers was his partner.
I can talk like this.
Skim Gordon Hurst.
That's
It's
right.
Angelina Poppers.
In case you,
Yep.
Wow, hello, Ben. I gotta give you a little kudos on that
I'll
one.
give you some. I'll give
Yeah,
you some
way
kudos
to
on
go,
that.
Ben.
That was pretty
Way to
good.
go, Ben.
That was.
I was waiting.
Ben, you
I'm
want to take
like,
over? All right.
No,
So
I didn't roll a 1.
now that
Yeah.
we straighten that out, yada yada yada, we need to get the animatronic head from Sprox to trade, for some broomstone, and it seemed to be something that who is it? What's the guy's name that requested this?
Grim Gordonhurst.
Yeah, Gordon Hurst. Seems to has something against Sprox, and I think realizes that this is like Sprox's. I don't know. I don't know. Understand? We don't really know why he wants it. It could just be a swipe at her, or it could be for some other nefarious. But we're caught in between a rock and a hard place here. So I believe the way that we left it in last session was a strong dialogue session. And I should remember a lot of what I said, but I've said a lot of words since then, um,
Fair.
in my own personal and professional life. So don't really remember a whole lot about how that. I know where we dropped the ball, and I know that where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing. But any other major points that I leave out, Ben?
That's pretty much it. I mean, did you get on the part of you talking to Dr. Dranzel and your Grinner origin guy and him not wanting to join and all that? Our fun. I was reading through my notes and
Didn't
Stop
want to
one.
join our. Well, we asked
Our-
him to join us.
we did. We asked him if he wanted to join. He said no. Because bards
mention it.
are apparently, and the Grinners are a secretive group. They don't play well with others. Unlike our Grinner.
According to my notes, he said you guys can fuck right off. That's what I heard him say.
Well, he probably
Well,
heard you
there's-
saying
Welcome,
you wanted to
Jacob.
kill
Oh,
him,
hey, guys.
kill him when we walked into the door. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Jacob,
there's, I just want. There's
you're
a
gonna need to
whole-
roll a 20.
There's a whole story.
So there's
supposedly,
more to
about
this, so
Carol.
I'll see if I have to say it or not. I don't. I rolled a 17.
Yeah. And you may or may not be like some
Pretty good deal.
chosen one when it comes to the Grinner or whatnot.
Anybody else want to add into what I'm saying before we turn it over to
It's your
DM
story. I
to-
think it's good.
to give the official corrections?
We were doing a night watch and saw some
Yeah,
weird shit.
we saw a
before
bunch of
then.
weird
Oh yes,
shit.
yes, and we have discussed that. Yep. But we could not identify exactly what it was. So we do know that there is some weird shit going on. Possibly somebody trying to get on the ship.
Mm-hmm. We didn't really see who they were. We saw some bushes, though, right? It was like near some bushes or something.
Was it Chelsea?
Negative.
Oh, that's Chelsea Clinton. Never mind. Barbara Bush. Was it Barbara?
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, let's go.
Wow, just
we're like pulling out the
No.
1990s out of nowhere. It's like, okay.
Well, like
It
80s.
wasn't even Hillary It was
Chelsea
Yes.
Clinton
her
was
daughter,
definitely,
and definitely not a Bush.
I can't think of the
definitely
Bush daughter.
Definitely on different sides of the political aisle.
Didn't even use the Borat voice. Barbara Bush.
I didn't know he talked about Barbara Bush and Borat.
Oh man, in the show. Yeah, that was a really funny.
Oh, in the show. I never watched the show.
Ali G show. That
No,
was good.
missed out.
Anywho,
Well, you
All
guys
right.
don't even watch the Jeffersons, so whatever.
You don't even know.
we've already covered that.
You're
I'm not gonna taint YouTube.
no.
That's fair.
I hope that was Bert coughing.
I'm not gonna taint YouTube. As if YouTube doesn't need any more tainting. YouTube is the taint.
All right. So, reason Scrim is not interested in coming out and helping Sprox. She set his pants on fire.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I was going
Oh,
to say that, but I didn't get to.
She
Sure.
got upset with him and set his pants on fire, and so he's not really interested in helping her out whatsoever. So dropping that name didn't score you any points. In fact, probably netted you several negative points in the grand scheme of things. So when he turned around and said, "I want the robot head she has," that's now the goal. You don't know why. You can conjecture, but he wants the robot head. You found yourself back on the Pandemonium for a long night's rest. And Kirill was the one who witnessed something moving in the darkness. And he darted over to the edge of the ship just after it passed out of his line of sight. Couldn't
Yeah, and I
tell
was
what it
watching
was.
alone, I believe. Yeah.
Yep, you were by yourself on that round. There's just you five up top.
All by
So-
myself.
That is where we will start this
But he did tell Vondel and Zal, and then I rolled a nat 20, and we saw multiple figures looking at the ship from both sides. They were too far off in the distance to tell what they were, and there was only one staircase to the back where we were going to go just to make sure they weren't trying to board the ship. Boom.
Oh, you're not on mute this session. Good.
Nope, I decided to talk.
Oh, good. Thanks. Awesome.
All right. So,
All right.
are we back on the ship? Yeah, we're back on the ship.
Yeah.
You are indeed
Just
still on the ship.
woke up from our nice sleep.
Wait, everybody's done their watches, correct?
Correct, we just woke up.
Watch is done. Yep.
Okay.
I literally have notes that says back on the ship. Don't know
Indeed.
why.
No, Brogger stretches. Fart's really big. Big old Pooda-Rooney in the tent just to get everybody out real fast. And we should go do some sleuthing.
Fogger shows up late, farts, and says, "Let's get going."
Sounds about right.
Doesn't understand why there's singes on his pants.
I'm gonna put Ardos's head into my butt, give him an extra poof.
You
Just-
have
just
no
good.
you have no idea.
You want to roll a strength trust for that? Because I think you'll lose.
Okay, let's just move on.
Hold on.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Come on.
Move on. Move on.
I move on.
So I guess at this point everyone's awake and we relay our watches to Brogger and Ardos, the arguing dimwits,
I'm not.
on what
paying
we're
attention.
going on. And I know that after Zal and I's conversation prior, we would like to go take a look at, see if we can notice anything over by the bushes that we saw. Did they drop anything? Did they leave footprints or trails? Give us a hint of who they were.
Are you jumping off of the ship?
No, I'm explaining that to Kirill, Ardos, and Brogger, that's what we want to do. And go take a look
Sounds like a good plan.
before
Sure.
jumping off of the ship.
And they didn't get on the ship. They were on the side of the ship,
Correct.
checking it out. That's what I understood, right? So
That is correct.
okay, let's look for some tracks or some signs that they were there. I guess.
Okay. So you do a group investigation check. Or you can have... Yeah, we'll just go with a group.
Let's do a group.
It's a strong roll so far.
Still not happy with the color die.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right, Brogger.
Ooh, yes.
All right. So, we did have a nat 1.
Yeah, it
Which-
rolled a 13 on my screen and it came up as a nat 1.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
you
know.
deserve.
It's unfortunate.
Game cheats.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Damn thing. So, a couple of them rolled pretty high. So, kind of outdid the nat 1. So as you search the ship, you don't really find much of anything of note. Like, I mean, the ship's been there for a while. It's been primarily broken down. Primarily immobile until they can get this thing up and running. So you don't really find anything too much of note. As you go over to the side of the ship and you look down, you do happen to see, you look down towards the bushes and the trees along the side of it. You do happen to see some broken branches, and some fallen limbs from the tree, fallen small branches from the tree on the ground underneath.
Are there any tracks or footsteps that we can see? In
Not on the ship.
dirt
Not
or
that you can
mud
see on
or-
the ship. Nope.
Okay, so we're still on the ship then.
Yeah, that's where I thought you were.
Yeah,
You
like,
were looking up here and then getting off.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna head to wherever we see those branches and try to see if they left more signs of who they were or what kind of creatures they might have been.
Okay. So you climb down out of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I kind of canvass the whole area, but start on the limbs on the ground.
Okay. So the limbs on the ground, just kind of going from your previous rolls. I mean, they're pretty much centered in one area. So it's not like, it's not fall. So these things don't, naturally aren't falling down completely around. It does look like something jostled them free. You do happen to see some larger footprints, indentations, something like that on the ground. But your investigation check ain't gonna cut it.
Could I track some of these footprints?
You certainly could try.
And can we
Do
do they
give
look
me
like
a
human?
nature check.
Do they look like human footprints, like just boots? Are they?
I would like to help Zal as my buddy.
Ooh,
Okay.
you gonna roll?
So
or
we'll
want me
do
to roll?
a nature check.
Okay, all right, let's see what I got.
It's a good dice change there.
That's good. That's good.
That is good.
So from you get down there and you see these branches are broken, and you happen to see before Brogger sees them, these indentations on the ground. You go over, you take a look, and these things, I mean, these are pretty large indentations. I mean, they could potentially be from a larger humanoid creature, like a Goliath or something like that. I mean, your foot basically fits well inside of this thing. You can see this thing probably with that kind of a roll, probably about 8-9 feet tall.
Big boy.
It's big. It's big.
We can probably just not worry about that and go back to doing what we were doing. So,
That's big. That's robust.
Maybe we should bring.
And do
it
they
up
go
to
it in like
the
in
crew.
a? Well, do they come from like a certain area? Like
Do we see the path?
Are they going somewhere, or can we tell?
Direction.
So with that nature roll, as you did say, you were trying to track where they were going.
Mhm.
They were facing off to the eastern area in more towards the wooded area nearby.
Well, I mean, it's morning, right? So, do you want to maybe follow them a bit, or do you guys just want to?
No, I think we need to. Right now, I think we need to stick on task and try to get the head from Sprox because we are on a very limited time constraints. We have time constraints.
We would just let our captain know that what we saw.
Yeah, I think if we warn everybody on the ship, I think that'll help us, especially if it gets. Because if we can get the head from Sprox and convince her now, then we could go and meet and get the broomstone that we need, and then hopefully be off by the next day.
Worth a shot. Yeah.
Here's an idea to float. Maybe we just tell the captain, and if he sends out like a search party to include Sprox, then hey, there's a head behind.
I don't think that being Sprox's job is mostly taking care of the ship. I don't think she's.
Yeah, I don't think Van Cleef's going to send her. He would send himself before he sent her.
And anyways, I don't know if we've talked about it yet, but have we decided how we're going to approach Sprox on it? I mean, we're going to tell her the truth, or we're going to try to steal it from her?
I would, since we're not on the ship and we can discuss it, I would prefer we just tell Sprox the truth rather than trying to fight with stealing it, because we also have to fly with them, and I don't think crossing one of the main members of the ship is a good idea.
I agree.
Second this.
I like it.
So we just have to hope Sprox is on our side, and then if necessary, we can, of course, ask Captain Van Cleef for help as well. Since it's what he wants. We don't know why he wants it. We don't know why he wants it, but at this point, it's our only path to getting the broomstone.
Yeah, or maybe Sprox will come up with a way for us to fake him the head or cheat him or something. She might have more knowledge of why he wants it, and maybe kind of has some information on the guy too.
That's very possible.
All right. So you got your plan?
Yep.
Yeah,
Plan.
we're heading back onto the ship, and we're gonna seek out the captain first, I guess, and then talk to Sprox after that, maybe.
Yes.
Right. Kirill, I want you to make a insight check as you're walking away from the branches and everything. I want you to make an insight check. With your snazzy dice.
Ooh.
Oh, 13. Like, you get that there's probably something big down here, but like, you're pretty certain the thing you saw was not that big.
I want to convey that to my group. And say, guys, just in passing, I don't know why, but just looking at everything, it doesn't really match up from what I saw. But, just information I think we should pass on.
Yeah, let's tell the captain all of this.
Yep,
good
let's
idea.
do it.
All right. So where are you heading first? You heading to the captain? You heading to Sprox? What you doing?
Captain.
Captain Van Cleef. Alrighty. So you head back onto the ship and are, heading over to Van Cleef's area. Knock on his door, and he gives you the old kind of gruff, "Come on in," like early morning kind of son of a bitch that just woke up type of a thing.
I guess we say, hey, Captain, we just wanted to relay some information to you. about what we saw on our night watch. We saw some little things. We don't know what they really were running around the bushes on both sides of the ship. And then also something that we didn't see something that was really big, but there's a lot of broken limbs and things that indicate there's a very, anything between 7 to 9 feet tall creature that we don't know what it is, but it looks like they were freshly broken branches.
Okay. So the things were on the ship?
They weren't on the ship. They were beside the ship. There's a wooded area to our east, facing off to the east, and we think that's where they're coming from. But there seemed to be a lot more action in our night watch than what we were anticipating.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. We'll definitely keep our eye out, see if anything kind of pops up in the future. We've been kind of sitting here for a while, and I mean, nothing's really come to bother us yet. So, we'll keep an eye out, though. Appreciate that.
No problem. Again, I think that as long as we're on the ship, we'll continue doing night watches to see if anything else gets close, just as protection as well.
All right. Sounds good. I'm trying to think what it might be. I mean, you hear animal noises from time to time, but that's about it. We're kind of out in the open, but nothing's really bugged us. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Appreciate the heads up.
Perfect.
You guys any closer helping Sprox out?
I mean, honestly, yes and no. We're kind of in a rock and a hard place, so we might need your help.
My help, okay.
I know that hopefully, and I'm going to ask the group, do you want me to talk to him now, or do we want to talk about it later after we talk to Sprox?
I mean, might as well talk to him now. He's already
Well, I
started
don't
talking
think
to
it
him.
hurts anything to tell him.
No.
I mean,
I don't think it does either.
Yeah, we don't plan on doing anything bad. We don't
Right.
plan on stealing it. So I think that being open to him isn't going to hurt anything.
Perfect.
Mhm.
So
maybe he has some knowledge about it too.
I tell Captain Van Cleef, of course, we're trying to find the broomstone for Sprox. I know you know that. But we ran into a little bit of a snag when we were in town. And, Dranzel, or I know it wasn't it wasn't Dr. Dranzel, was it? That was
Scrim.
Scrim. It was Scrim. Sorry. Dranzel was the bard.
Yep. Dranzel's gone.
Scrim wants the talking head from Sprox.
Hi there.
The metalhead?
Yeah.
Janine?
Yeah.
Yes.
He wants Janine. We don't know why. We don't know why. I think, when Sprox lit his pants on fire, it kind of pissed him off.
He just starts laughing.
I mean, it's what Sprox does, so.
All right, that adds up. Okay.
So I think it's something that she had probably mentioned in passing, or he knows about it. Because he knows. I mean, that's the thing. We don't know why, but we also don't know if Sprox is going to be willing to give it up.
His eyes kind of narrow as you kind of mention her bringing it up, and yeah, she never would have done that. She wouldn't have talked about that. There's no reason for her to talk about that. He say how he knew about this?
He did not. But
Nope.
I guess I can. I mean, I can't infer or guess on what or how he knows, but maybe it has to do with what we've been seeing outside or what we saw last night. Because
That's
I know
one of the reasons we had a watch is because we're not sure about stuff. So
right, because Sprox had told us that the head has really helped her with getting the ship back up and running, I believe. So they probably could have heard her talking to the head.
Yeah. They'd have to be on the ship to be able to hear that. That's my concern. So I think I know who was on the ship last night. All right. Go talk
Yeah?
to Sprox. I gotta figure out what to do from here on out.
Okay.
I gotta find
Fair
Karen.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks, gents. He just shakes his head and takes a swig of whiskey and then stands up.
All right. Well, I guess we head down to Sprox.
All right. As you head down, you smell the distinct acrid odor of sulfur as you approach somebody who has been welding for a while, or just that acrid smell in the air. And you go in, and Sprox is sitting there, and you see working on something on her table. And you just see random sparks flying and lit up every couple of seconds. Very bright white light. And she's just intently staring at this thing she's working on.
I just looked at my party like, who wants to ask her? Who wants to ask her?
Nose goes.
Pretty sure Ardos is the most disposable. Go for it.
You got this, Ardos. I shove him forward.
Let
I'm
me
not-
go ahead and give him inspiration. I don't know if that that should help you in some way, shape, or form.
All right, I went ahead and cast guidance on myself as well. Hey, it's Brox.
She continues working.
Probably can't hear me. Artis just walks up and gently, knocks on the table next to her.
Make a dexterity check as she freaks the fuck out, and the torch kind of goes in your air and goes in your direction. Make a dexterity check for me. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, damn!
Oh,
Oh, I thought that was a 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a 1
I
too.
thought it was
oh,
two.
that's not
That
a
is-
save. That's not
that
a
is-
save, though.
Okay, go ahead and make a save. What's the save? I guess number for it. That's not much better.
That's better.
it's a flat.
It's
Roll, yeah.
flat. Okay. This you're able to pull your hand back soon enough, but you do suffer 2 points of damage as your knuckles get a flaming just raked across to your knuckles as you're knocking on the table. And she's like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, I wasn't very close. I didn't walk right up next to her. I was more like 4 feet away from her. I wasn't
Arguing with
tapping
her?
her on the shoulder.
Doesn't matter. Just go.
Doesn't
with it.
matter.
This is what
Well,
happened.
you're now at 74 health either way. Maybe it was a big flame. I don't know.
It's not a big deal.
2 points. So she's like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Oh, you boys are back. Yeah, sorry about that. Band-Aid or something?"
I'll be okay. I'm
Okay.
resistant to fire damage anyway.
Oh, good.
Uh,
Good.
You know,
So, welcome
point to my
back. Did you
horns.
get what I needed? Did you get the broomstone?
about that. So
That's a
we
no.
talked. That is a no. We need your help. So we talked to a gentleman named Skim Gordonhurst.
Yeah, the guy I told you to go talk to. Yeah.
Yeah, and he knows you. He knows you well.
He sure
and,
does.
He wants something from you.
How does he know you know me?
Well, he saw through us. He was like, "Are you here for Sprox?" And he was very terse. And he seems like a man of few words, so to speak, and not
He's an
one,
idiot.
one to bore.
How did he figure you out?
You know, sometimes things just don't always go your way. He didn't seem too happy to be working.
I want you to make a deception check.
Yeah,
right
I was about to just say
Like-
we fucking
Yeah.
Big
Just
time
told her.
deception check. I'm borderline disadvantage deception check right now because you
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
Oh my god.
All right. She said,
That's exactly what he needed.
More than fine.
Yeah.
"That is
It's the only
okay."
thing that would
I
work.
said borderline disadvantage. I did not call for disadvantage. So you got a nat 20 on that deception check. I said, what the fuck? Like, you had the flying circus? Did you talk about the flying circus?
He was not feeling it.
What? You had the flying circus. You could have gone with my barn owl idea, like raising owls in the sky. Did you use that one?
That one slipped our mind. I'm sorry about
son
that.
of a bitch. God
We
damn.
had a
Okay,
we had a distraction with our boy Kirill, and it was an interesting situation. We can tell you more about it, but
So
he's
what?
a-
So
he's
how do you
asking
need
for the
my
head.
help in a situation where? She stops. Has a what?
the head.
The
assuming it's in
head
the
of
room.
security?
I'm assuming the head is in the room. It's like sitting next to her. It's not
Yeah,
like,
it's sitting right there. It's not active, like the lights on the eyes are off, but it's definitely sitting there.
I
She's like,
point to it.
"He wants Janine?
That's
How how in the hell does he know I have this?
he did not elaborate.
That son of a bitch. He's been in my fucking lab." And she flips up. She had the kind of the tinted
Welling goggles.
lenses on the welds. Like as she flips, she had them flipped up. She just takes the goggles completely off and just chucks them on the table. And she just looks over at the head.
Believe me, if there was another way, I would be all about it. And if you have any ideas, we are all ears. But he was very insistent.
That fucking scrim. No. You know what? Sure. You can have the head.
Do you want to come with us and give it to him?
No. And you're gonna want to be really far away when he fucking grabs it.
Oh God.
Okay.
Drager likes his plane. Drager
God.
likes his
Are you telling me?
Fucking where is you learn? I need some fucking gunpowder right now.
How about we not turn the head into a trap?
Brager steps forward, says, "Nope, keep going. Let's do this. I'm on board."
No. This son of a bitch came into my lab without me knowing it. He saw the fucking head. He knew I would know who took it if he wanted fucking taking it. No, he can fucking have it, and then he's gonna not have any goddamn hands once he grabs it.
Yay! Yay!
She jumps off her fucking stool and like walks past you guys out the door.
Sprox.
You fucking know she's going to the cannon room.
I
I
try
just
to.
look back at everyone else
Girl's
and gives them
excited about
and
this.
gives them a shrug, like, I guess that worked.
I scream at Sprox as loud as I can. Does she hear me?
She does. She
I-
keeps walking. Her
gonna say,
gait slows a bit,
does
but
she
she
care?
continues walking.
I'm gonna try to walk up to her, behind her, and be like, "Look, give me a second. Just give me a second, Sprox.
What?
We fucked up. I'm gonna tell you that right up. We fucked up. There's no two ways about it. If you want to blow his ass up, I don't blame you. But we really need the broomstone, and he's the only way we're gonna get it.
That's a good point.
So
Good point.
I'm not
I
trying
have
to convince
make
you.
This thing.
Either
I
way,
have to make this thing remote detonated.
that's
Yeah, why don't-
honestly that's what I was going to ask you. Could you put a delay on it for like 45 minutes or an hour, or how long it's going to take you? If you make it remote, make it remote. We can fly over him, hit the button, watch it blow up, and be like, "Peace, bitch." 100% on board for that. You can do what
We
you
need to be flying
want.
first.
I just really want us to not be here when you do it, because he's
You-
going to
you
want to look at
notice-
the head.
Yeah, you notice that her eyes kind of twitching a little bit, and she's like, "I really like the remote boom as we fly over. That's just poetic. I like it a lot.
Perfect.
And she just continues walking. You just hear her muttering to herself, like, I've been fucking waiting for a reason to kill this guy. And she walks, she continues to walk down the hall, down the stairs, and then she's out of sight.
Well, at least we have the head. And turn around and be like, yeah, at least we have a plan now.
Good plan, too.
Quite as dire as I thought it was going to be.
No, but I'm really glad that thought about that remote boom, because he really wants to investigate that head when we get there. And it just needs to not kill us.
Seems fair.
I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't necessarily have to have a remote detonation on it for time constraint. If we could just, hurl a fireball at it and it's got explosive material inside of it, then the rest should take care of itself, in theory.
I'm gonna leave it up to Sprox because she's pretty damn smart.
Yeah.
My big fear is, like, when we go to meet him,
he's gonna figure it out.
we're probably gonna have to take one of our horses or two of our horses with a cart, because we're getting. How are we gonna? Like, I don't know how big of a piece of broomstone we're gonna get.
That's
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to think ahead a little bit.
Could probably go into the bag of holding.
logistics.
It's 50 pounds.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to pull in and out of there. So
Was that against?
I mean, I'm not saying we can't lift 50 pounds, but if we bring like a horse or all our horses, then we can just pop it on a
I can lift
horse.
50 pounds.
run away real fast.
Just
I can
for
lift
the
50,
record,
50 pounds
could
easy.
also be a horse.
Oh, that's
And
right,
yes,
my
also-
speed.
That's
I
perfect.
could also be a horse.
That's perfect.
If
Either
we-
way,
we-
And
I
and
have
can
enough
make-
rope to tie it down, so we should be fine.
And I can make things super big or super small.
That's what she said.
What are we talking about again?
I mean, that was
Yeah,
just
well-
like a home run.
What is this?
I have the ability.
you
to
keep adding like new spells from like who knows where the fuck all the time. It's like, okay, Ben can do that.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
can create. I have enlarge, reduce.
All right. So that's good to know.
That's equipped right now?
Oh yeah,
That's a fair question.
100%. Spells level 2.
It
You've
is
never
indeed.
used
Okay.
this before.
It's a new addition.
Okay.
See, I told you.
That's why I didn't realize it. Yeah, you leveled up at level 9 and swapped a couple things, so.
Indeed, I added a spell slot.
All right.
It's very useful.
Okay.
There you go.
So I guess
How do we expedite this process?
we have a plan. I guess we'll go up and. I mean, Sprox is going to take. I mean, we have till this evening because we said we'd meet him this evening, if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
We did, yes.
So we were going to meet him on the outside of the city, if I'm not mistaken, because he
Yeah,
wouldn't
does
give
not
us the
want to-
exact location of where it was.
Yep. He's
So-
still got to lead you there. He did not agree to take you anywhere else.
Correct. So we have some time. Let's go up and talk to. I guess Sprox can do what Sprox does. We'll go up and talk to Van Cleef and tell him what the plan is, or what Sprox came up with, and then see if he's found any ideas on how they knew about the head or who was on the ship.
Are you sure that Sprox wants us to tell Van Cleef about it? I mean,
We already told Van Cleef everything.
Yeah, we
no,
already.
the plan.
It doesn't matter what the plan. I mean, he's got to be on board for
Okay.
flying over too. I mean, this is a crew.
Maybe
He
we
trusts
don't have to
Sprox.
tell Van Cleef the entire plan.
Alright.
or
No,
He
the
doesn't-
plan.
he is not a man I'm going to lie to.
I don't. So, in terms of the actual handoff, which I think is what we should be kind of concerned with, my opinion, so that we're not in turn fucked over, is we not necessarily have the head close by. Maybe like down the road a little bit until we actually can secure this broomstone.
I think it
And,
works the other way in this situation because he has what we need more than we have what he needs because we went to him. So it's like, we give before he gives. That's the standard I always understood.
Okay. Well, then that
I could be wrong.
think
Well,
about it-
here, we'll do this.
I could just think about this another way. We could just have the owl in the sky. We could have Zed in the sky, maybe spotting it from a ways away, or one or more of us kind of getting there early to see like where things are coming from, or
I think sending Zed would be a good idea rather than us going early. I also,
That'll work.
as a safety valve, I can hang on to the head since I have the bag of holding. I also have the innate ability to disappear real quick and reappear very far away at any given time.
Ooh, magic.
Just yourself, right?
Just myself. Well, I mean, technically myself, but yes. I can't take
And I'm
everybody
there
with
to
me.
fight. So.
I can do that with me and one other person.
And I can make another person or item do that, but I cannot do it to myself.
And Brogger can kill.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can. So what I can do is I can Misty Step, which gives me, I think it's 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see, and just disappear and reappear. And I could do it basically as many spell slots as I have, because it's a bonus action. So I don't even. It's literally no time for me to cast. So I can just go poof, 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 and I can be 90 feet away.
You're a freak of nature, man.
In a matter of seconds. So
now we have our suggestions to take to Van Cleef.
Or
And
handoff.
Yeah, and to Sprox, who's also going to really want to be probably. Or no, she said she doesn't want to go.
no, Sprox doesn't want to go. It's just going to be us who's going, I'm guessing. So the easiest path that we have is we just tell Van Cleef what our plan is going to be for our safety, so we don't blow up one, but also to make sure we get the brimstone as well.
And also talk to Ulearn before we put any of this in place. Maybe he wants to join us. Wouldn't hurt to have him with us.
Hippo man.
All right. So what's the plan?
Heading up. Well, I mean, it's up to you. We can head up to Ulearn. We can head up to Van Cleef.
Your call, Vondel. Your call.
We'll start with Van Cleef, and then we can talk to Ulearn after.
Yeah, you knew Sprox was going to Ulearn, so
Right, so we know that he's busy, so we
yeah.
can go up to...
Maybe they can give us an idea of how long we'll have before it's ready.
True.
All right, so you're heading up to Van Cleef first.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, head on back up. Van Cleef is he's not actually in his office. So you go back to his office. It's gone. He's not there. It's empty.
On deck.
Probably.
He did say he was going to see Karn, so...
Yeah.
So I guess we walk
he
out
was-
to the deck, see if we can find Karn and him.
Yeah, you see Cairn kind of like patrolling the deck, and Van Cleef going up and more or less just kind of doing a quick search of the sides of the ship and just trying to look around. Cairn's doing a much more thorough kind of like search. Like Cairn's tabaxi, like a big ass tabaxi, and he is kind of like using his cat-like senses to try and see if he smells anything, if there's anything around, doing a little bit more digging to see what could potentially have been on the deck of the ship. You see Van Cleef, he turns around, just kind of still staring around and looks at you all. He says, "All right, you figure out what you're doing yet?"
Yes, we have. We talked to Sprox. She's gonna. It's gonna be a Sprox kind of plan, if that makes sense. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
pissed. She's just pissed. So
It's gonna go great. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
She's getting some gunpowder from ULearn. It's gonna be a remote detonator involved. Flying
God.
over. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be great.
We'll be heading out by the time that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She can hook it up that fast?
it's
Likely.
I mean, that's why we said remote detonate, because I want to make sure that we have it here first, and then we're in the air.
God. He just puts his head in his hands. He's like, she says a lot of shit when she's mad. Okay.
Yep, and she
Okay,
walked away from
so-
us. So,
Oh,
I
she's
mean-
mad.
she's got the day to do it, and I'm sure she can.
Oh, no, she can. She has. So she can. Okay. Yeah, alright. Just let me know when you guys leave and give me a heads up for how long this might take, because, Bob's, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you, man.
Yeah.
You guys find anything out up here?
Nah, Karen is pretty pissed that something snuck under his watch, which, I let him know I was none too pleased as well, so he's gonna be a little bit more on point if anything ever jumps on ship again. But
I didn't
no,
mean to cause any
overall,
friction.
no. Pretty certain that it's the clasp, considering that they know about the head, and that's a secret well kept. So, pretty sure it's them.
Okay.
Next time you see Sprox, like, I'm gonna say it, but it'd probably be really good if she heard other people say it too. Just stop setting people's pants on fire. Like, just stop. Just, I've said it, and I don't think she's heard it from other people. Please.
Okay.
And he
I
just turns
promise
back
it
and
will.
he continues to go kind of investigate around, and he's just trying to find any sort of clue, and he's just like shaking his head.
I guess I look back at the group and say, well, at least we told him and he knows. I guess what should we plan for? I'd like to have a plan B here, in case this whole.
I mean, it's about 75% chance that this guy, who he is, because he's also an asshole, will try to, screw us over in the process, right?
How
Yes.
involved do you want the plan B to be?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
looking
I
for
mean-
once we get the broomstone.
Yeah.
The biggest thing we need is the fastest way out as possible.
I might be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
I can locate a tree nearby if you're willing to go that route.
Well, you know how risky
That's
that
not a
is.
bad idea.
They could definitely follow us through my own wormhole. So
I have a less risky way.
Okay. Let's hear it,
cool.
Zol.
I've been
Giant owls?
studying a lot now. I'm a little bit wiser than I have been in the past. I've
This
learned
is
some new
news.
things, guys.
Mhm.
And I can move through trees without such risk.
What?
Like
Yeah.
physically move through trees.
Like walk through the forest without any risk?
I can enter one tree and go 500 feet approximately, and come out another tree.
All right.
Do we have any trees available?
That's still really freaking
We're
weird.
right near a
dude.
forest right now.
So does that allow us to do that as well, or
Unfortunately, I'm not that smart.
Can you do that? How often can you
Gotcha.
do that during a day? Just once?
Correct.
Yes,
Okay.
but
Fair enough.
can you carry 50 pounds?
I can carry things. Yeah,
Okay.
it would be a little heavy, but if it's in the bag of holding, it's been small.
I can make it reduce. It reduces its power by
Power or size.
or size.
Does it affect anything magical like brimstone? Or does it just
Okay.
shrink and enlarge?
You cause a creature or object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. Choose either a creature or an object that is neither worn nor carried. Okay, so it's not carried; it'll just be sitting there. Target's unwilling. Make Constitution saving throw. And success. The spell has no effect. Large.
So you can't carry the object?
No, you can. You just it isn't being carried.
DM clarification? Brian?
God damn it! I sneezed and I put myself on mute and didn't come off
The
mute.
target's size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
Yeah, it's weird. The way this is written is weird.
Yeah, that's why I'm
I'm
asking.
trying to figure it out myself.
Because the way
Just
I
don't
read it
try.
is that we can shrink an object to see someone behind it, but we can't technically pick it up.
Yeah, you
Maybe
can
the
pick it
real
up.
question is
The
what's
whole
the
purpose of-
duration?
Yeah, because I mean, while these weapons are reduced, the target's attacks with them deal, so you can still pick them up. So if talking about weapons and things like
Okay.
that, so yeah, I mean that's yeah, I would say you could pick it up.
Is it a
What's the
concentration?
duration of this?
Yeah,
It
concentration.
is up to 1 minute, so it only works for 1 minute.
Oh God.
I can dimension door me and somebody else within 5 feet to your current location to any other spot within range. But it's kind of weird when it describes in range. It doesn't give an exact how many feet or whatever, but kind of like how Jacob's teleportation works. I can think of a place that I've been before, or I can give specific directions like 200 feet straight forward. Unless there's something that actually physically is there that would fuck us up, then I can take 2 people to any place I think within range, which DM would have to divine that. Range 500 feet.
Yeah, so you can go
And
500 feet.
yeah, it's an instantaneous, and we can go 500 feet to any
Yeah.
predestined location. So
Okay. So what I'm hearing is
There's more
bug out
specifics in
real
that. It's
fast.
got to be like right in. You cannot teleport from anywhere other than your spot, and there's a little bit more specifics than that. Like it has to be. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by saying the distance and the direction. So, like
So if I have a if I just spend a little time in like a place, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be the place that I'm going to think about teleporting to, move away from that place. Within 500 feet, I can teleport back to that place.
correct. Yep.
okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So I think we have now hear me out as I try to re-explain this. So I can teleport. Kirill can teleport one with him. Zal can teleport through trees. And Ardos, didn't you say you can teleport yourself?
I cannot teleport myself, but I can teleport anything else other than myself.
So you can
And-
teleport somebody.
Yes.
How long does it
Up
take to
to-
cast?
Instantaneous.
So you
And
can teleport Brogger, and I can teleport you, and we're done.
And it can go a radius of 90 feet in any direction, so up to 180 feet of space.
So, I
so it'd
mean,
be
like-
90 feet.
So you can only
Yeah.
teleport somebody 90 feet from in a straight line from you, the furthest that you can get.
Range 90 feet. The range is 90 feet,
Okay.
and it's instantaneous.
Perfect. Okay, so here's a good plan. So if it goes sideways, we can have Ardos, because we'll need to take possession. The plan would be Ardos would walk up to it, cast. How long does it take? Is it instantaneous for the shrinking?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It only lasts a minute.
It only lasts a minute. Now, define tree. Is it just wood, or is it an actual tree in the ground? Does it have a big tree,
No, it
small
has to
tree?
be a tree at least big enough to fit me, and it has to be alive.
Well, it's a good thing
You're tiny, so
Okay. So I guess our plan is to make sure as we're going, we're scouting for trees. So that way Zal knows what tree he's going to use. And then Ardos, then how many times can you use a teleportation, Ardos?
Once.
Okay.
It's just a one spell. Like, yeah.
I guess when we get closer, we can kind of figure it out. So if there's not a tree close, we can use my teleportation to then you hand it to me, and then Zal will be stationed near a tree. I can teleport instantaneously as close as I can to him, hand it to him, he goes, and then we basically all just start teleporting away.
Yeah, I don't think that we even need to cast a smaller on it, because I can take an extra 50 pounds on me without being encumbered.
I mean, so can
That
I.
seems good.
I think Zal can as well. How much weight are you carrying now, Zal?
Not much,
And I
but I'm
don't-
also not that big.
And I don't need
He's
to.
a little
I don't
guy.
think I need to do any. Oh wait, there's rituals and everything involved in spells, so we would have to like drop it.
How do you know the amount of weight you're able to carry? Is that on the inventory page?
Yeah, go to inventory, scroll all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
So with this plan, and it's a good one, everybody teleports, but Brogger stays, kills fucking everybody, and then rejoins you on the ship. So
Oh wow, my maximum is 285. I'm only at 30.
I'm good with it so far.
But the other thing is, when you're casting your spells, you might need to not be carrying a 50-pound.
Brogger can carry it for you.
I am
Yeah, I mean,
strong.
I'm only at 30 of my current weight of 285. I can
Right, but I'm saying the actual the thing that when you
casting of
cast
the
a
spell.
like you might have to do some hand signals, or you might actually have to like do something that you're not going to be able to actually carry a 50
Right.
that's what
So
I-
we're just going to
so
we're
I-
going to give it to Brogger.
He teleports me.
Yeah, we
I
can
pick it up.
Brogger.
He
He's our
teleports
third
me.
He teleports you 90 feet.
After I
And
pick
then-
up the brimstone.
After you pick up the brimstone, he teleports you instantly 90 feet. And once he teleports you, then I teleport to that 90 feet range as well. And then we'll just start.
Cool.
We'll stage our horses there for us to hop on and then go, since we can't teleport as fast as everyone else can.
Okay.
So we'll ride up.
Ardos will still be stuck though, because he can
No, he
only
won't.
do
He's
it
going with
once,
Kirill.
right?
He's going with Kirill. So he's teleporting
that's right.
you
Okay.
because you can't
Gotcha,
teleport.
Gotcha,
And then
gotcha.
Kirill's going to grab Ardos, and they're going to teleport their 500 feet that they can go.
Got it.
Zal's going to be sprinting to a tree to teleport 500 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess we'll make a mark where we're going to meet up close to the woods where we're all going to go. So Kirill can think of a spot near the woods 500 feet.
So this is a contingency based on the idea that they'll attack us. If
Correct.
they don't attack us and there's a clean handoff, we just do it normal.
We just
right?
straight chill out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure that that's also possible.
It is
And there's
possible
another-
that it's not going to go bad.
There's another
Stay
thing that I
green.
could do.
I love it.
If I cast Enlarge Reduce on the brimstone, I can immediately cast my cantrip Mage Hand and pick it up with Mage Hand.
There's no need for that. You don't need to waste the spells.
We don't need to
Wait.
overcomplicate.
Mage Hand's a cantrip. It's not a waste, but fine. Just
I don't
letting you
know. I don't know what Mage Hand does. What does it do?
A spectral floating hand appears in a point within range. Hand lasts for the duration of my spell, which lasts for 1 minute, and the hand vanishes. It can pick up. It can carry 10 pounds. So
It's
reduce
50.
to-
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you reduce it, then you could carry it.
If I reduce it,
Reduce enlarging concentration though.
It is. Reduce and large
You
is a
can only have one
concentration.
spell up with concentration.
So
Is Mage Hand in concentration?
Mage Hand
No, it's a cantrip.
Duration lasts a minute, so no concentration.
I think the best plan would be just for you to reduce it, because then Brogger can grab it I mean, you actually don't have to reduce it at that point. Brogger will grab the brimstone.
It would be easier to handle if it was reduced. So I guess if it's an
1
option.
minute. 1 minute.
I mean, so the nice thing is, if Brogger does take it, he's only teleporting 90 feet to where we have horses staged, and then I'm teleporting as well
Mm-hmm.
to that 90 feet, so I can help be protection. Then we can get on the horse and then take off.
This is all a great plan, but if we go into an initiative, you guys realize it's gonna pretty much fall apart.
You can still cast your spells from initiative.
Well, we can, but we still have to wait to get other actions or other variables could be involved. So
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
well, yeah.
I get
Ben
it,
would have
but
to-
even the way it is, they'll still have to go through
I'm not
theirs
trying
as
to
well.
poo-poo- I'm just not trying to poo-poo the plan. I'm just saying let's have a good backbone to it and
Right.
follow that, but be flexible also.
Yes, yeah, we
at
can be
least
flexible.
Plan C is Brogger's favorite plan, which is
Which is
like I
just
said,
fight.
I mean, I don't care how it goes, but I'm ready for Plan C. Let's say it that way.
Plan C
Let's
will
go.
be, of course, to fight. Plan A is everything goes perfect. Plan B is our escape plan. And then Plan C is, of course, fight.
Of course.
I think it's fair to have all three, right?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean-
there's always a plan C or the last plan, which is fight.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's
As
what I'm saying.
a-
The last plan is just to fight. If we
So
go
we're
into
not-
initiative, then we go into initiative. And even if that's the case,
We'll follow the plan.
we still want to try to follow the plan because then,
Yeah.
Until
as an
the plan is
example,
impossible.
Zal
Then
can
if plan
sprint
is
away. Yeah.
impossible, go to plan C. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they might get an advantage, attack on us, maybe possibly in some of those situations, but compared to an actual fight, it's not as much to
No,
be
I
concerned
thi-
about.
I think it's a
If it
good
works.
plan.
If
You
it
have to
works.
be
We can handle a fight.
incapacitated, prone, any of those things. Otherwise, we could still be in initiative, even get hit, and still be
Yeah,
able to cast
still
these
be-
things. No problem.
Yeah,
Right.
just your action.
Okay. So we have plan A, we have plan B, and we have plan C.
Woohoo!
So, Kirill what he's going to need for this is to agree on a place while we're heading there that
Correct.
he can sit and be like, okay, this is where 500 feet away, where at least Ardos and Zal can agree to meet.
So as kind of a point of clarity or question to the DM, did they give us a solid idea of where we're going, or are we going to be waiting for someone to inform us from the class where we're actually meeting up?
He told you to meet outside of the, I think, nearby the main gates.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Got
not right outside because of the guards and
Mhm.
everything, but
Sure,
nearby the main gates. So you have an idea,
All
not
right.
an exact location, but
The other question is, if this is our last night in town, is there anything, or last day in town, do we need to do anything before we hatch the plan? Because I'm sure we got to wait till nightfall anyway, so we don't need to do any shopping or anything.
No, not that I know of.
I'm good, I think.
Feeling strong on the stuff front.
Yeah, everybody have what they need for spells.
We're going into good sized battle at after we get airborne. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Just checking.
Yep, I'm for it.
yeah, ready?
Yep.
All
The
right.
heist.
So, you're still on the deck right now, having this conversation, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
So, you've already talked with Van Cleef. Karen's paying no attention to you. She's, backs you a few words, anyways. So, what's next?
I think we go to Ulearn.
And we want to, we go to Euler and Sprox, and then I guess we hang out until it's time to go. Maybe hit that fast forward
Right.
button.
Yeah. All right. So you head down to the cannon room, and
Maybe I'll try and understand what this bomb is a little bit while we're transporting it. Is there anything that we should be wary of, or anything at all?
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So you head down to the cannon room, and you see Sprox coming out, and she's kind of not. She looks a lot darker than before. Like she's been digging in the gunpowder, like just kind of covered with it. And you're just kind of like, oh shit. Like don't light a torch anytime anywhere near you. But she's still just kind of like muttering to herself and just like stomping out, and is carrying a small keg in her hands. And you're just kind of thinking like, how the fuck is that going to fit in that head? So she walks past you and doesn't really pay attention, just kind of walks through you and heads back to her lab.
I guess we follow.
Okay. So you follow her. You say anything to her as she was walking by, or just walking back to her lab?
Well, I guess, yeah, we say, hey, how's it going?
She says, fine. Just fine. Gonna be better soon.
Good.
Do we have a timeline on this big bad keg, Sprox?
She stops. She looks back at you, Zal, and she says, when were you meeting him?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Night.
When? Do you have a time?
24 hours after we met previous. So
Darkness.
4 o'clock?
I don't think it was that.
Shut
So
up.
I have about 10 hours to shove as much fucking gunpowder in this robot's head as I can.
Discreetly?
How can
He's not wrong.
how can we help you?
I don't know if you can. I'm fine. I'll take care of it.
Oh, Lord, when
Do you have any ideas? Do you have any
when a woman
ideas?
says when a woman says she's fine,
Do you have any ideas of how to fit it in there?
it usually means that they're not.
What are you planning to use as your remote detonation?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out. I got 10 hours.
Oh, God. Okay.
Good. We'll leave you to it then, since you need time to do that.
Okay.
Do you think that you'll have it, or maybe we can have some backup plans just in case, or or do you just want us to leave you alone?
She has this sudden thought come to her mind.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm only going to need 2 hours. And she turns around and just, like, kind of skips a little bit.
That's reassuring.
And then gets to the stairs and begins to walk back up to her lab.
Okay. Nothing to be worried about, gentlemen. Let's
Let's go talk to Euler.
yeah.
So you turn down the hall, walk down. Again, you get hit by another smell. This time, more of the burning and the smell of ash and soot as the cannon room comes near to you. So you walk through the door, and Eulen's just sitting there, like, kind of got his gigantic hippo hand on his head. He's like, "What did you boys do to her?"
Wow,
we
complicated.
I mean,
she decided to make
we didn't do it.
yeah, we didn't really do anything. This was
You've been around us long enough. You understand that nothing comes easy.
Yeah, I've been around you enough to know that you piss people off really easily too.
That's fair.
That was not our intention
It's
this time.
coincidental.
I haven't been around Sprox that long, but long enough to know that she's pretty easygoing. So,
Really? That's what you think about her?
I mean, she tends to keep to herself and not try and blow me up. So, I'm gonna go with that being a positive. But, I don't know. She asked me how to carry a certain amount of gunpowder, and Sounds like she wants to blow something up, and she was very determined. So, I'm not one to stand in the way.
Neither are we.
Any idea how it's gonna go? I mean, or are you just giving her the gunpowder and that's it?
That tends to be how Sprox works. You just give her what she's looking for, and she figures something out. So, I'm
Gotcha.
letting her figure something out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, we have a meeting this evening that might be fun. If you were interested in having some fun with us at a meeting with some colorful people, characters of sorts.
What
could use
meeting
some backup.
exactly?
Well, that gunpowder that Sprox is inviting, she's turning her. Have you seen Janine or heard her talk about it? It's that head that she
Yeah,
uses.
that's who I replaced. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so Sprox is turning that into a bomb. And we are using the head bomb to get Brimstone, to get this ship going. Yeah, that's what we need.
I think I'm just gonna stay here for that one.
Wise man, wise.
I mean,
Like, you boys are good.
No blame being cast.
You,
No,
Yeah.
and,
You boys are good, but I'm kind of coming in, ninth inning here. Not really sure what's going on, and I'm not necessarily sure I'm the best person to be kind of bringing along with you. I think you boys.
we know you're good in the fight, and we're kind of hoping to avoid that.
Be in a
but-
fight. We know you're our dude.
I'm under the impression that if you're delivering a bomb, there's not going to be much of a fight.
That's part of the goal. Yeah, part of the goal.
Sprox is hiding the bomb.
Just thought you might be good, intimidating looking dude to have behind us in the discussion process. You know?
I agree. Most people see me coming and they kind of think twice about any plans that they've had before. But again, I don't really think this is going to be much of a fight. So I'm going to stay back here.
Okay,
All
got
right.
it.
See you when we come back.
Godspeed, boys.
Whole purpose. So
Alright.
how much time do we have until the rendezvous?
Well, you still have a better chunk of the day. It's coming up to about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh, lunchtime.
About
much.
lunchtime, correct?
70s.
Yeah.
You missed second breakfast.
Oh, hell no, I did not.
No,
Can I have some good berries?
You think?
That's right. I did
Not
that.
have
true.
lunch yet.
Couldn't we just go down to a pub or something and get some food on the?
I mean,
Is there anything you want to do beforehand? We'll leave it at that.
No, I think
Take
we
a short
should.
rest.
I think we should hang out. We've done nothing to do a short rest.
That's
Um,
I mean, you can. There's no big deal. I mean, you could do a short rest if you want. There's no big deal.
I think we would just hang out and
most-
wait to see the 2-hour time frame to see when Sprox is done, so Kiro has a chance to examine the head. Make sure we know what we're doing with it. Make sure she's not gonna hit the button. Maybe give us the remote first. There's a couple things.
Okay.
All great things.
let's stay on hand in case, we need to assist in some way.
Okay. So you stay on the ship or hanging out. The 2 hours pass, and are you going as a group? Or are you sending one at a time? Or what are you doing?
We're together.
Okay, you're together on this. Okay, so you all go down into Sprox's lab, and she is calming down. She seems very focused on what she's doing, and very dedicated to her craft. And she's still working.
I mean, it's gonna be a good bomb.
So I guess we, of course, we just say, "Hey, Sprox, how's it going?"
Almost done. I got one final thing here. You hear kind of like a ratchet noise, and she's like, all right, done. She says, okay.
Cool.
And she holds up what looks like Janine's head. Just the Warforged head. She's like, come, check it out. Be careful. But it's pretty ingenious. You don't have to be too careful. If I do say so myself.
Is there anything that we shouldn't do?
Shake it.
If we hand it to this guy,
what do you mean by shake?
How vigorous of a
violent
shake?
is a shake? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a light trot won't hurt it.
Okay.
But if you go full gallop, you're
The
you're gonna
shake
get to your spot a
to
little bit faster than you think.
shake gonna make a blow up or ruin the ability to make remote detonation possible? Just making sure we're on the same page.
No. I might be exaggerating. It's not going to be that volatile, because straight up, I don't want this thing going off on you guys. I want it going off on him. So I didn't make it as volatile as I could. But I am super happy with the idea that I had. So come check it out. So
Okay.
she sets the thing down on the table. She says, remote detonation, right? I could not figure out like an actual physical remote. So I did the next best thing, a magical one.
Oh,
Said, have you ever heard of the spell Glyph of Warding?
no.
I have.
It's you inscribe a glyph that is intended to harm other things upon a certain surface. And you close that glyph so it's concealed. And if something crosses that glyph, boom.
Okay.
So, the inside of this skull has the fucking glyph on it.
Oh,
hey,
It does its own boom anyways. I just put more gunpowder in there for a bigger one.
oh,
how does
surprise.
the remote part work? I mean,
The minute this guy goes to open the head,
oh,
it goes boom. You
What
just
if
got to
he-
make sure he doesn't do it with you around.
okay, yeah,
Good to know.
Fair enough.
got it.
You see her eye twitch a little bit, but she's still got a smile on her face.
Is there like
She's
a
okay.
clasp on the head somewhere?
Bolted. She's like, I figured you'd probably ask that. And just to make sure that he knows where to open it, I put one of the bolts in there, right gold.
Perfect.
So his eye would be drawn to it, unbolt it first, so that he pulls it back. Yeah. I made this thing completely idiot-proof, and he's pretty dumb, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna. Yeah. This is gonna work.
Now, if he asks for to talk to Janine, will Janine still be able to talk?
Now Janine hasn't talked in months.
Gotcha.
What if she does talk?
It's a good question. I thought she was pretty much done so, but if she talks, I don't know.
Okay.
That might be an interesting thing. I don't know if she can hear us right now. I don't know if she knows what's going on. I've had her head open the entire time, talking to myself about how much fun it's going to be to blow them up. I don't know. Fingers crossed she's dead.
Okay.
So, who wants to
Rocks.
carry the head?
You're a genius.
That's a good
I
job. It's a good job, Sparks. It's gonna be.
I know.
I'd
You've
look-
never seen Sprox is pretty like jovial. You've never seen her like so pissed and vengeful in your life. And the back of your minds, every single one of you, just like at the same time, and she just shows you like how fucked this plan is, like how crazy this like you're just like, holy shit, I'm super happy we didn't steal this from her.
Yeah, that's a much better plan.
Yeah.
Because woe beest you if she found out that you stole from her lab.
Oh God.
Honesty is the best policy most of the time. All right. So, what time is it?
You let the 2 hours pass. It's probably about 1 o'clock, we'll say. So you still have probably about 4 or 5 hours till nighttime. So you can chill out, pretty much, hang out, do whatever you want until sundown.
All right.
I
Then
think
we'll
that
meet
we
up.
should at least, my opinion, we should at least go kind of
Yes.
scope these places
Early.
out. Yeah. Well, where we're gonna like teleport to and everything, and have that. Just
Gotta
to
get our prep
secure
down.
that.
Well, we don't-
just to secure that second backup plan.
I think.
I will be right back. I'm gonna let you guys talk
Okay.
about real quick. I'll be right back.
So we really don't know where we're going. The only thing we know is that we're meeting them by the main gate.
Area, general area.
So what we'll do is, we'll come up with a phrase, like a common phrase that we just won't say until we get to that point where we're like, oh, is that where we're going to be?
Safe word.
Perfect. And then we just say, man, the horses sure do look tired. Maybe they should take a break. Something like
No,
that.
I think I think that if it's a plan B. Remember, if everything's going straight, I don't think that there needs to be a code. It's when everything starts to get foobar.
Right, but I'm only saying that would be how we tell each other where we're going to meet up. Basically, that's all I'm saying, because we don't know we don't know how many feet from that gate it's going to be. It could be 1,000 feet. It could be 10,000 feet. The only thing we know is we're meeting by that gate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we can
be
stay
easy.
around that gate, then we don't need to necessarily say 500 feet away from it. We could be 400 feet, 300 feet, giving us that differential to work with.
Right, but we don't.
Exact,
No, what I was saying is that we might be traveling because he's going to take us to the Broomstone. So we don't know
Okay.
how far away from the meeting point
Oh, true.
the Broomstone
Yeah,
is. The only thing
Yeah,
we
warehouse.
know, that's why we
That's
just
why you
say,
need it.
yeah.
Just kind of pick our spot on the way. Well, what about the horses then? If we're gonna leave them somewhere,
Ugh.
I mean, you and I could run. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, the hopeful plan.
Paul and I can both turn into horses.
True, but
We'll-
you'll be
we'll figure
500 feet away. We'll
We'll figure it out when we'll figure that part out.
Yeah.
Because if we're getting close, right? And maybe I'll just ask, hey, we're getting close. I don't mean to be rude, but I just kind of want my horse is tired. Just kind of want to tie him up and let him rest.
Mm.
You
Why
know,
don't we just all be together through the whole thing? I figured
we will
that's-
be. Yeah, we're going to be through the whole thing, except the plan B for the teleportation part.
Oh yeah, and Plan C is definitely on board. Let's keep that one going.
That's the only part that we aren't going to be there. And if we're going to be staging horses for it, then, or we just leave 2 horses, which could cause issues in the other piece. But
Like I said, we don't actually need the horses. We can probably get away with. If they don't know where we are when we teleport, if there's no line of sight, then it doesn't matter how far away we are. Like as long as they can't hear or see us.
Brogger, we are the 2 that literally have disadvantage on stealth. Okay,
I can.
we're going to be chungussing through. Like we're already
I
chungussy
get
before we're
it.
carrying an extra stone that
But we're-
will eventually weigh
but we're
50 pounds after a minute.
Teleported. We're teleported. We're away.
Okay.
I mean, 90 feet is far enough you can't see or hear somebody 90 feet away from you.
Unless you have dark
I
vision.
mean, well, obviously that's a concern.
I think we just go with plan A. We'll ride the horses in, and push come to shove, we'll shit or get off the pot. Or maybe he'll have us just leave the horses. So.
Well, the other tonight. That's my only request. Let's get this done tonight.
It's getting done. So let's go.
But we gotta wait for Brian.
He's back.
True.
Oh, I'm back.
I heard him. He's back.
Oh.
All right. So I guess we rest, and now we leave at 4 o'clock, and then make our way so we can be there by dusk.
All right.
Trotting on the horses. Trotty, 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 trotty. Not galloping.
Not.
Not galloping.
We're taking it
Trotting.
very easy.
Slight trot. So
And Vondel
you,
takes it slower since I'm the one who has the head.
Yep. You all kind of chill. And do you have the head, or is it in the bag of holding?
Oh, it's in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay. You guys are
There's
set.
something
The
where
bag of holding is its
to
own kind of universe.
I know. That's why it's in there.
Yeah. So you don't need to trot. You don't need to worry about anything. In bag of holding, its own universe. It's kind of just floating in an ether, more or less.
Where did you get the bag of holding? I feel like we've had it forever, and I don't know where it came from.
Puma.
Pumon.
I insisted we get it.
Puma?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I
Pumon
think
soul.
we paid for it.
we did. We
Yeah.
actually bought. That was the one thing we actually bought from him.
You sure did.
You
I said I
sure
would
did
play
now,
like
didn't
the
you?
Bag of holding.
What about the bag
So-
of holding?
Of course, you guys. I said I wouldn't play anymore unless you guys got the bag of holding. So
Can you imagine a game without the bag of holding?
No.
So
no, yeah.
It will
Like,
be rough.
for it to come so early was a gift.
I know.
So
I know. I'm aware. I do not think it would be fun without a bag of holding. So
Love
that's why I
you.
gave it to you.
Okay, let's
I
go.
know, I love you guys too. Anywho, so you're heading down, and you come to the main gate, and you don't see anybody anywhere. But what's the procession of the group? Who's in front?
I guess I am.
You model. All right.
I'll
You hear this voice kind of enter into your head and say, "Stop."
I stop.
Turn
I
to the
say,
left.
everybody stop, and then we look left.
There's a grove of trees about 100 feet out. Go to it.
Ardos.
is this
with-
before like we are ready to like scope out the areas for Plan B?
Oh, you were scoping them out? I thought you were. I thought you were actually going to them.
It was like a simultaneous thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're
I-
taking the head with you at the same time? Okay.
Well, we're heading there, but the idea was on our way there, we were going to be looking for this area that I could teleport Dimension Door, Artis and I to, and also since the math kind of worked out to be the same, that Zal could meet at, so that at least the three of us could be together and far away from the meat sponges.
So I think with what he just said that we have to go, that there's trees to the left about 100 feet that we're going to go to. I think that should be, the gate should be our main point, because everything else, it'll drop us off into the city, and then we can make our way to somewhere within the city.
Okay. So our meetup point is the gate.
The meetup point's going to be the gate, and then in the city, if all else fails, we'll go to the Cobalt Soul.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I think, with not knowing where this guy was going to meet you in the first place, it would be
Right.
tough to scout ahead of time without, it would have been tough to say, okay, I have no idea where we're meeting, but let's try and figure out a path. Like, that would have been tough to do. So it would have had to have been more of like in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, that's why I said, boy, our horses look tired, but no one wanted to say it.
So, all right, so we're good. So you hear this voice in your head saying, "Turn to the left." You see a grove of trees 100 feet from you. Walk towards it.
So I guess I just saying that, like, we're on horses. Do I just tie them up?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I'm assuming we're right by a stable since it's right outside.
Oh, no. No, you're nowhere near anything.
We're out in the middle of the forest.
You're out in the middle of a field outside of the main gate. So no stables, no nothing. Like, you maybe find a tree someplace when you get to the...
Yeah, I guess we get over to the grove of trees and then we'll tie them up.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty scrappy.
I figured I'd ask.
Yeah.
All right, so we get to the grove of trees and we tie them up.
So you see Scrim and Poppers kind of not appear, but more or less just kind of they're just suddenly there. You hadn't noticed them. And they said, Scrim looks at you and he said, "Bring it."
Yes. You gonna take us to the brimstone?
Show me.
We'll show at the same time.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be waiting a hell of a long time because I'm not gonna take you there unless I see it.
Okay.
And I look at ours and like, okay. So I reach into the bag of holding. I don't want him to know it's a bag of holding, so I just reach into the bag and whisper for the head. And I pull it right out and I show it to him. I said, it's not leaving my hand till we have the brimstone.
Okay. He says, "All right. Good enough for me. Follow me."
Okay.
And you see as both Scrim and Poppers go into what appears to be a bush of some sort and just disappear.
Fuck. I guess we follow.
You follow and you go into this bush, and it appears that there is a hole in the middle of this. It's not so much a large bush, but a lot of small bushes together. And the middle is basically a trap door of some sort that's hanging open. And you go down. Dark. It's a standard tunnel. Dirt and earth around you. See like kind of earthworms kind of digging through the side. Not lit at all.
Ladder, or is it just like a hill?
Yeah, there's a ladder.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Goes directly down, probably about 10 feet or so. That's about it. What's in the path leads you forward. You walk down probably about 60, 70 feet till you're in a room. You just feel like the air open up. It's still kind of stifling, still wet, earthy air, but much more open. You feel much cooler in there, as it kind of cave-like, I guess. Still no light though, and you walk in and you bump into these sharp crates.
Sharp crates?
Yeah, like wooden crates. That you run into one of the points of them and kind of stub your toe. Kind of bump your shin. Just kind of fucking hurts. You walk through and you realize that you're kind of like in aisles and aisles of these things. And you look around and none of these. It doesn't look like these crates could have come from the hole that you came from. The crates are a lot bigger than that, so you're not quite sure how they made it down here, but you get the impression that that's not the only entrance and exit to this place. So Scrim stops and turns. And he's like, so you gotta tell me, how'd you get that thing? How'd you get it from her?
Well, turns out,
You,
you know,
No,
we're
no,
pretty.
no. You're not. The
no.
Okay, well, fine.
So I didn't talk.
Is this cool with the group if I field this one?
100%.
Go for it.
Because I was not
Boy.
fielding it.
Um,
I'm gonna touch your shoulder as you begin to speak up, and
I don't like those shadow rolls.
and I start humming a little tune, kind of like pleased with the question that was asked of me, like, oh, do I have the tale for you? Or wouldn't you like to know? And so I say, that wasn't part of the deal, was it?
No, it wasn't, but I'm just interested in how you got it away from her. Like, what? I mean, did you steal it? Like, how do you have it?
Perhaps when you show us what we have come to find, maybe I will give you more answers then. But until then, I haven't even seen what you have to offer. Therefore, I'm not going to give any details as to how we came about.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, God.
The end, I want to
That's pretty good.
on my but I want to make sure that I'm good on this. I want to
Might need
throw.
one.
Oh no, I counter charmed myself. It's no, it wasn't what I do. I clicked the wrong button.
You're good, I got you.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I want to do my +8. So that's a 19.
19. He looks at you and he kind of purses his lips a little bit. I said, all right. I'm going to hear the story before the end of the night's over. He turns back around and continues walking.
You may just hear it if everything goes correctly.
And he kind of chuckles and waves as he walks on. He stops one more time and he pats a large crate that's nailed shut. And he says, well, here we go.
do we know what Broomstone looks like?
We do.
Okay, good.
You
We're
see
good.
it. It's the crystals that are hanging along the outside of the ship.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind opening it for us to show us? And is this exactly 50 pounds that's in this crate?
There's a lot more than 50 pounds in here. We're going to have to measure it out.
Okay.
So he grabs a crowbar and pries the lid off. Takes a couple seconds as he works it all the way around. And, a lot of hay and things like that covering this. Once you get past kind of the initial covering of like apples and food and things like that, trying to cover up what they're actually smuggling. You get down and there's several large pink crystals. You see them ranging in size from like football shape to, remember those the best thing that's coming to my mind right now about size-wise, you remember those like old school like crayon banks that were just huge?
Yeah.
Back, yeah, about the size of that. It's about the biggest. Yeah, about the biggest one you saw was about like that, about that length, and a little bit thicker than that. Scrim looks in and he's like, 50 pounds, right?
50 pounds.
He
more for the story.
He looks at you and he laughs. He's like, 50 pounds it is. He grabs the crayon bank one and another one that's about softball size. He weighs them off. He says, "Yeah, let's go weigh these up, see what's up." He walks over to the right. Poppers doesn't really take her eyes off any of you. There's this eyes constantly darting from all of you. As they walk, you do notice Scrim's kind of looking over his shoulder every now and then at you to see what's going on. You make it to a doorway, and it opens up. Standard desk there. It does have a scale there that is quite large. That's able to, he sets these two pieces down and sets several bags of what look like wheat or grain of some sort, just big burlap sacks on the other end of this scale, and weighs out 50 pounds and has a little bit more than 50 pounds on there. Takes a small softball piece away, and it starts to even out a little bit. To the point that Broomstone's a little bit higher. He said a little bit heavier. He's like, I really don't want to have to break this because it's going to be really loud and it's going to hurt you guys. So, but this is pretty much what you need. And it's about 55 pounds. So you got 5 pounds of Broomstone you got to make up.
Well, that wasn't the deal.
Well, that's the deal now.
I just tap kill and just say how much.
For 5 extra pounds of Broomstone, 500 gold.
Since this wasn't our original deal, I feel like we can only go for 250.
I feel I can only go for 500.
We could always weigh another one of the pieces back there that might be 50 pounds. It seems these weren't the only ones in there.
You certainly could.
I stop and just say, I mean, we're here for the deal. We want to all be on good terms. We're in your den. We want to make sure we get out of here safe. 500 gets us out with a Broomstone.
No
500 gets you out with the Broomstone.
And then I say, but you get no story.
He just laughs.
Seems fair to me.
That's fine. That's fine. I make my own stories.
So I guess, I've got the 500 gold. We've got the head. And I'm hopefully not the one saying this to him because I'm going to fail any check. And I ask Kiro, like, hey, can you make sure that we do grab this, make the exchange by the door so we can just bounce out since we're a little nervous?
And if you wouldn't mind, if we do this exchange at the exit, as you can see, you have us at a disadvantage in this area. That would be much appreciated.
Make a persuasion check. Man, I'm gonna say a disadvantage because that's a really weird ask.
Well,
I don't think it's
we are like completely surrounded, and we're doing a shady deal, a deal that we came into. There's no reason why Kirill wouldn't think that these people would
Not try to double
he's already
cross us.
suspicious because they've already asked for more money
Okay,
at this
okay.
point, and so he seems like he's already suspicious of these people. Very suspicious.
And I know he's just
All right, we'll say straight persuasion. We'll say straight persuasion.
Oh, that's not bad.
Damn, you're lucky.
True.
That's a
love
shit ass
hearing that.
roll, dude. That's a
I
shit
love
ass roll.
hearing that.
So he says, kind of gives you a look, kind of raises an eyebrow, and says, "Like what exit? The office exit?"
We prefer to come back the way we came in, as that's where our horses is, and this is quite a haul that we need to carry. I'm sure you understand.
It's 50 pounds, 55 pounds, but I will carry it, and we'll get it to the front door. And he grabs the thing off the scale. You hear the clunk as the other side of the scale hits the ground. He throws it over his shoulder. He's carrying it like a big, like log type thing. He says, "All right, go on."
Start walking.
And waves you through.
Whoever's leading the way.
I am. So I'm moseying my little legs.
Okay.
Bruise.
You get back to the front door. It's all right. Before I hand this over, I want to see the head.
I whip out the head,
Give it to him.
and I say, "So you see the head?"
I do.
And I pull out the 500 gold, and I set it in my hand with the head. Can we have the brimstone now? We'll do. I hand it to you. You hand it to me. Fair is fair.
Says. All right.
So I guess we
Kind of eyes this thing.
take the brimstone. I toss it in the bag of holding because they're small packs and they'll fit.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll barely fit in the mouth, but I mean, you basically show it's a bag of holding at that point in time.
Oh no!
so the thing
Then
disappears
then I
inside.
don't put it in there. I don't want to show them that. I just grab it and I hold it.
Brogger will take it. He's
Yeah.
a big man.
And,
Ardo
and
gets a piece.
Ardo holds and helps Brugger hold the brimstone. 'Cause it's
You're
a
so weak.
Okay, no, that's
Not
fine. No,
weak at all.
you each can carry one. That's perfect.
You get the
Good.
softball, I get the crayon case. We're good.
He takes the head, takes the gold. He looks at it kind of like Hamlet. He just kind of laughs and looks back at Poppers and just kind of laughs and yes.
Ardo's like, what do you want to do with
Don't!
that thing?
No, we're
No,
Yeah, we're out of here.
no.
He looks
We're
at you and
gone.
says, I don't know. I just wanted it.
All right.
Well,
Let's go.
He chucks it up in
Congratulations.
the air and goes to
Oh my god, let's go.
catch it in his hand.
yeah.
We're climbing out.
And
Yeah.
this guy rolls like shit
Oh,
all night.
Good.
He
So good.
fumbles
Of course he does.
the head.
How close
Good
are we to the
job.
door?
Can I
Oh,
dive
you're
and
at
try
the
to
door.
catch it?
How close are we to him?
You can make a dexterity save and try and catch
I would
it
like
for sure.
I would like to try and to catch that.
Okay, both of you can make a dexterity save, or one of you can do it with advantage.
I'm +1.
+8.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
doing
we'll
it.
let him do it. Yeah, it's good. It's good enough.
Hero grabs it. I don't really know how you'd be able to help him with that. That probably should have been two people, but either way, the first roll was still better. So, Kirill sees this and dives and grabs it with both hands, kind of cradles it right before it hits the ground. And he looks back, he's like, Butterfingers. He puts his hand down, reaching for it again.
Well, enjoy it.
Yeah, don't want to break it. You just got it.
Broken already.
Yeah.
Oh, see you later.
Pleasure
Yep.
doing business with you.
Good business.
Dude, this guy rolls like dog shit. This guy is
Keep rolling this guy. And I'm like,
terrible.
oh,
You guys make it scot-free.
We're very lucky.
Seriously,
Extremely
roll
lucky.
all those ghost rolls. The first roll for this guy, nat 1. Second roll, fucking 7.
What were you trying to roll for him?
Brock said he was
Nice
dumb.
player.
We're talking perception checks. We're talking insight
Okay.
checks. We're talking
Yeah.
all these things. Then
Yeah.
a 6. Then that last one was a 2.
Oh
Like, I
my
didn't roll
god.
anything
Change
double
his
digits
color.
for this guy.
He needs a new color. Okay.
No, he doesn't. He perfectly
So
fine.
Braga wants to fight.
as we get out, I look at everybody and we say, "Run to the horses, get on them, and let's go." There's
GTFO.
no talking. We're going.
GTFO. Run.
You guys head out and are on your horses. You have the broomstone.
nobody's
You're heading
galloping. Wait, no, we're galloping.
We're
Oh, you're
galloping.
no,
galloping at this point in time.
I'm
Just
Put the
full
brimstone
fucking
in-
speed.
We put it back in the thing, so we're good.
And you guys are off. You have the broomstone, and you're,
Whew.
for lack of a better, for time purposes, you are back on ground underneath the pandemonium. Broomstone in hand.
Love it.
Let's give this stuff to Sprox until everything went fantastically and blow that bitch up.
Is it time
That's
to
what
call
we'll
it?
call it.
Yeah.
And we will call it night because he did some pretty good work tonight.
Oh, shit. That wasn't stressful at all.
That was clenching my cheeks.
We're just
I mean,
lucky.
It was fine. Went well.
Damn,
The 6 was
you're
the dexterity throw, by the way, to your
Saved
dexterity
our
check for the skull.
old. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. Poor guy. We'll get to fight him later. Don't you worry. I'm gonna find a way.
Real bad.
Braga, he's going to shake that and eventually it's going to blow up.
Well,
He's probably gonna open it.
he
and
might
then it's gonna
have
blow
a
up.
pretty healthy HP pool. You never know.
If he blows it up in that
In a bunker full
in that
of-
bunker,
Yeah.
the place is gonna collapse on him.
I mean, he could have a really high, good dice day and roll a good save or some shit. So.
Maybe Poppers will do it, not Scrim. So
Something that could, happen. Nibbles, anybody? Come on.
Yeah, I'll play.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Brian.
It's 9:30.
Yep.
Let's be
GG's,
dog.
gentlemen. Better
That was
night.
that was a good test. We
Yep.
doing all these talky sessions. Brogger's just gonna get so antsy about it, wanting to fight people. What's he gonna do?
Well, I'll probably kill one of my teammates.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Not like you haven't attacked anybody else in the
I'll-
group
Yeah.
before.
But it wasn't me. I was possessed like the
That's
15 other
true.
times.
Right.
What about
Looked a
the
lot
time
like you.
you
Smelled a lot like you.
what about the time
I
you
I
fought
might have
on
secretly enjoyed it, but we don't know.
Brimstone acquired? Cool.
Brimstone acquired. Well done, gents.
Yep. Later, G's.
Alrighty.
Later.
Later.
Have a good one,
Hey,
gents.
later.
Later.